Welcome back to Psychiant, where we unravel the mysteries of the human psyche through the lens of psychology. And today we were exploring a profound idea often attributed to the legendary psychologist Carl Jung. When you stop being available, everything changes. While this exact quote may not appear in Jung's writings, it resonates deeply with his teachings on self-discovery, boundaries, and the dynamics of relationships. In this video, we'll dive into the psychological mechanisms behind this concept, why setting boundaries transforms your life, and how Jung's theories illuminate this shift. If you're ready to explore how reclaiming your energy can reshape your world, stick around and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more psychological insights. Let's begin. To understand the idea of stopping being available, we must first ground it in Carl Jung's psychological framework. Jung, a pioneer of analytical psychology, emphasized individuation, the process of integrating the conscious and unconscious parts of the psyche to become a whole, authentic self. In his seminal work, Psychological Types, Jung argued that personal growth requires balancing external demands with inner needs. Being overly available, whether emotionally, physically, or mentally, can disrupt this balance, leading to what Jung called a loss of soul. This state occurs when we prioritize others' needs over our own, diminishing our individuality. The notion that everything changes when we reclaim our availability aligns with Jung's belief that setting boundaries fosters self-awareness and transforms how others perceive and interact with us. Let's explore how this principle manifests in practical terms. Why do we make ourselves overly available? From a psychological perspective, this behavior often stems from social conditioning or unmet emotional needs. According to a 2019 study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, people with low self-esteem or anxious attachment styles are more likely to overextend themselves to gain approval or avoid rejection. Jung might interpret this as a projection of the persona, the social mask we wear to please others, at the expense of the self, our true essence. Over-availability can manifest as saying yes to every request, constantly responding to messages, or suppressing personal desires to accommodate others. While this may temporarily maintain harmony, it often leads to burnout, resentment, or a diminished sense of identity. Jung's concept of the shadow, the hidden aspects of our psyche, suggests that ignoring our own needs buries them in the unconscious, where they fester and disrupt our well-being. When we stop being endlessly available, we set boundaries, a cornerstone of psychological health. Jung's idea of individuation emphasizes the importance of defining the self against external pressures. By saying no or prioritizing personal time, we assert our individuality, which Jung viewed as essential for psychological maturity. A 2021 study in Frontiers in Psychology found that individuals with strong boundaries report higher life satisfaction and lower stress levels. This shift changes everything because it redefines relationships. People who once took your availability for granted may react with surprise, resistance, or respect, but over time, they adjust to your new standards. Jung might argue that this process mirrors the alchemical transformation of the psyche, where setting limits refines our relationships and elevates our self-worth. When you stop being available, the dynamics of your relationships shift dramatically. Jung's concept of the collective unconscious suggests that humans share archetypal patterns, including expectations of availability, especially in roles like caregiver or friend. Disrupting these patterns can provoke varied responses. Some may feel rejected or challenge your boundaries, reflecting their reliance on your accessibility. Others may respect your newfound assertiveness, recognizing your value more clearly. A 2017 study in social, psychological, and personality science found that people who set clear boundaries are perceived as more competent and authentic. Jung would likely see this as evidence of aligning with the self-archetype, the integrated core of the psyche, which commands respect by embodying wholeness. Over time, these shifts filter out superficial connections, fostering deeper, more mutual relationships. The most profound change occurs within. Jung believed that true transformation begins in the unconscious, where repressed desires and needs reside. By stopping over-availability, you reclaim energy previously spent on external validation, redirecting it towards self-discovery. This aligns with Jung's concept of active imagination, a process of engaging with the unconscious to uncover hidden strengths. A 2020 study in the Journal of Positive Psychology found that prioritizing self-care enhances self-efficacy, the belief in one's ability to shape life outcomes. As you honor your needs, you may experience increased confidence, clarity, and creativity as the psyche integrates fragmented aspects of the self. Jung might describe this as a journey toward wholeness, where the ego aligns with the deeper self, creating a ripple effect across all areas of life. How can you apply this principle in daily life? Here are 4 practical steps inspired by Jung's teachings and modern psychology. 1. Reflect on your patterns. Journal about situations where you feel overextended. Jung's emphasis on self-awareness suggests identifying triggers, perhaps a fear of disappointing others, helps you understand your motivations. 2. Set clear boundaries. Practice saying no or delaying responses to non-urgent requests. A 2018 study in personality and individual differences found that assertive communication strengthens boundary setting. 3. Prioritize self-care. Dedicate time to activities that nurture your inner world, like meditation or creative hobbies, aligning with Jung's focus on individuation. 4. Communicate intentionally. Explain your boundaries calmly to others, framing them as self-respect rather than rejection. This fosters understanding and reduces conflict. These steps empower you to reclaim your availability while maintaining healthy relationships, embodying Jung's vision of psychological balance. Setting boundaries isn't always smooth. You may face guilt, pushback, or fear of losing connections. Jung's concept of the animus, the contrasexual archetype, suggests that internal conflicts, like pleasing others versus honoring the self, can surface during this process. A 2019 study in Journal of Counseling Psychology recommends self-compassion to manage guilt, reminding yourself that boundaries are a form of self-love. If others resist, stay consistent but empathetic, reinforcing your limits without hostility. Over time, most adjust, and those who don't may not align with your growth. Jung would likely view these challenges as necessary trials in the individuation process, forging a stronger, more authentic self. In the words often linked to Carl Jung, when you stop being available, everything changes. By setting boundaries, you embark on a transformative journey that aligns with Jung's vision of individuation, honoring your true self while reshaping your relationships. This shift isn't just about saying no, it's about saying yes to your own worth, energy, and potential. Have you ever set a boundary that changed your life? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If this video resonated, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychiant for more psychological deep dives, and share it with someone who might benefit. Until next time, stay true to your psyche, and we'll see you in the next video.